你好，祝你有美好的一天。这就是频道 Celebrity News Today 247。这是今天的新闻。
Ace Troop is about to enter the end when it sees now. Whether it's those fragments we haven't seen, it is still difficult to calm down about Yinye, and it has to come to an end. Although the audience regretted, I have not been fortunate enough to see all the detailed interpretation of the story of Yinye's line. But he can still figure out how he went through hardships and challenged himself step by step. There is a lot of discussion about this character. In addition to love, there are also regrets and hard feelings, especially those clips that were cut out. The most controversial part is how Yinye accepted the reality of Zhongfei's death step by step and take on the responsibility of taking care of Axiu and his son. And he went to Axiu's house twice to help. The exchange of emotional scenes between the two people, although this clip was cut and not released. When the audience saw that two people got married and were very happy after marriage, this inconvenience is diminished by their happiness. But we all know that this process is very important. In fact, we can't see it, but I can understand that there were such people in that era. What is not deduced can only be imagined by oneself. In imagination, Xiaozhen's Yinye continues to grow. The same is true of Xiaozhen in reality. Although I saw some people on the internet at first, it is said that Yinye will be a tragic character, and the ending will not be very good. I didn't believe it at first, but as the TV series progressed, the more you get to know this character, the more you will find that the final tragedy will be a perfect ending for him. Even if this kind of perfection is not accepted and understood by the audience and fans, he even threatened to send a blade to the screenwriter. But it is undeniable that Yinye is a tragic hero. Whether it's from his emotional point of view or his character, and this military career that you must believe in all your life. Even from the simplest of his feelings, I can feel that he and Axiu are the same kind of people. It was the one who could finally come together, but what people did not expect was that Axiu eventually became ill from overwork. After passing away at the age of 40, Yinye died alone for half his life, and the two never had a child of their own. When I saw this from Pianhua, it was really unacceptable and too cruel. Obviously both of them are already well. Why do you want to use such an ending to sublimate this role? Abusive viewers are heartbroken. It takes a pair of knives and a pair of candies to set off the difference of the characters. The tragic ending of Yinye and Axiu, the successful sorghum operation. After recovering, he finally came together with Zhang Nanxing. The two have gone through hardships and finally stayed with each other. Therefore, Yinye is the worst person in the whole play. When he was young, he watched his comrades fall one by one in front of him, the death of the favorite platoon leader, the death of the favorite wife, the collapse and heartbreak again and again, especially the part of Axiu's death. She grew old almost overnight. Although it is said that he worked hard to fall in love with Axiu after marriage, but the two have long since become inseparable parts. Even if I was with Axiu at first, it was out of guilt, out of responsibility, even out of gratitude. It is undeniable that when deciding to pursue, and in the process of getting along, gradually, it turned from love to love. Maybe he didn't realize this emotional change, but sorghum woke him up. But in the end it is still love over time. Every time I mention Axiu, the expression on Yinye's face is enough to prove it. They are more like the feelings of that era between them, simple and loyal, identified as a lifetime. At that time, there was no one who wiped his shoes for him. There is no man who smooths out the folds of every book, no clothes for him. The man who lit a light for his return home. The arrogant soul of Yinye also became ordinary and ordinary at this moment. He is also just a man who lost his beloved wife in middle age. Life is difficult. Birth, old age, sickness and death are inevitable and inescapable natural laws and fates. Maybe he won't know until the end that he and Axiu have always been going in both directions. Even if this is not an idle drama, the audience can't help but feel heartache for the emotional line between Deliberate and Axiu. Maybe some ideals in everyone's heart, what life is entrusted to, they all want to see the appearance of consummation in some tangible characters. When such a sustenance has also become a regret, the heart at that time is the most painful. It is distressed for the characters, distressed for their mutual protection.